Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here to give my first impressions of Eden Zero by Hiro Mashima. Now obviously you can tell that I own this digitally, not physically, though there are physical releases of this, I believe, through Kodansha. So I got this through a Humble Bundle, so I own the first 10 volumes digitally. I've read the first 2 so far. Now I will say, I actually quite enjoyed Fairy Tail by Hiro Mashima. I read about 45 volumes of it, and then my library just the person who was borrowing it ahead of me just lost or stole all the volumes or whatever, because there ended up being a whole chunk of them missing, and I was unable to keep borrowing them from the library, and I wasn't in the mood to purchase them, so I didn't ever finish Fairy Tail, but I fully intended to, and was enjoying how far I had gotten in that series. So, that being said, I was quite excited when Eden Zero was part of the Humble Bundle, because it meant that I could try out, his newer series, and I know that I like the worlds that he creates, and that I decently like the characters he comes up with, and really, really like his art style. So I was quite excited for this. This is a space adventure series where our main character, whose name I've forgotten, because all I can see when I look at these two are Lucy and Gray from Fairy Tail. So apologies, but I don't remember their names, because I can't not see Fairy Tail characters when I look at all the characters from this series. The clone of Lucy, basically, she is the main character, and she is a vlogger. She goes to different planets. She's an adventurer. She goes to different planets so she could make videos for her subscribers about her adventures. And that's kind of, I don't know, it feels a little forced to me. And I don't really love reading manga about anybody who uses social media. So the fact that this is like a fantasy series and she's uploading videos for her subscribers just takes me out of it a little bit. So that's a part that I don't particularly enjoy, but it is what it is, and I can ignore it. But she goes to this planet full of robots, where she meets the only human on the planet, guy whose name I don't remember because he looks like Gray. And so, his name might be Shiki. She basically kind of takes him with her, because she's like, you can't stay here. Let's go. And so he's experiencing the world, or the universe, the galaxy, whatever, all these different planets for the first time, because he's never actually met another person in a really, really long time. So meeting all these new friends. Everybody is a friend. We can make new friends. That's his kind of attitude. So it's kind of fun so far. I'm really enjoying. Again, I love the artwork, and it's fun to see kind of his take on more of a space sort of situation. Really, really beautiful, cityscapes and different things that are just fun to see. And I find that for the most part with Hiro Mashima stuff, I typically just, I just enjoy them for what they are, which is just a fun, kind of mind-numbing, turn your brain off and look at pretty artwork and kind of read a ridiculous story. It's basically how I view One Piece. I've read quite a bit of One Piece, nowhere near close to have caught up to it, but that's another series where I just really like the characters, and I like to see the worlds and the artwork and stuff, and it's just a fun one that every once in a while I'll pick up a volume of from the library, or read it on the Shonen Jump app and just kind of flip through and enjoy my time with it. That's how I view Hiro Mashima stuff as well. It's nothing I take too seriously, and it's, it's just fun. So I have 8 more volumes of this digitally that I can read, and I don't know that, unless another Humble Bundle comes along that has later volumes, or my library happens to pick it up physically, which is probably not going to happen. I'm not going to purchase this. I'm not going to continue purchasing the volumes individually digitally or pick them up physically. It's just a fun one that I'm going to enjoy the ones that I have and kind of go from there. But yeah, Eden Zero, my biggest gripe is the social media aspect, but then also the fact that the characters look identical to characters from Fairy Tail. There's a character that looks like Erza as well, and I'm like, I can't not see those characters. So it is a bit annoying in that sense of like, could you not have just made them just like slightly different? Like even just making her hair not blonde would have made at least a little bit of a difference. But yeah, all in all, it's just fun. So if you like Hiro Mashima stuff, you're probably going to also like this. This one's a fun one. Even if you've not read Fairy Tail and that one seems kind of daunting, this might be a fun one for you to start some of his works, because there's not that many volumes out currently. And it's a fun space adventure series with some pretty good art. So yeah, if you read Eden Zero, I'd like to hear your thoughts. If you have read other stuff by Hiro Mashima and you want to let folks know in the comments how this one stacks up to some of the other titles by him, then I'd like to hear that as well. Thanks for watching.